This show is part of the Do You Validate network.
It's Saturday morning somewhere, kids. You know what that means. It's time to do some crime by knocking on doors and trying to sell things to people that have no solicitor signs up. On the astonishing adventures of the SS Bad Ship.
Welcome to the astonishing adventures of the SS Bad Ship.
Welcome to Bad Ship. We'd like to say how do you do?
Welcome Bad Ship. Welcome Bad Ship.
Here on the Bad Ship we have one hell of a
Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Jet Set Radio. The galaxy's third best scammer. And over half of his jewelry is real. Sayra. The smooth-talking politician with a good deal of sex appeal. A clerical translation robot. And he's always down to switch up the vibe. He's not imaginary. Completely real with nothing to hide. Don't forget Dill. I'm pretty sure he already has. That's right. He's a four-armed pink-scaled alien that doesn't remember anything, you see. He's even misplaced the ship's keys.
Welcome to Bad Ship. Just sit back, enjoy the
Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome to the SS Bad Ship.
When we last left our crew, Breaks was taking them to town so we can help them find some supplies and fuel. But before that, we gotta figure out what the deal is with this orb. Will it have anything to do with the plot? Of course not. But find out for yourself in episode 13, The Orb. You make your way into this, like, dilapidated settlement. Like, there's hardly any buildings, and, like, there's just, like, this giant crater in the middle of town. But, like, even Sharn can't even, like, see... Like, there doesn't seem like there's any, like, residue from explosions or anything like that. It just seems like something just scooped out the center of this town and it's just gone. But there is this pulsing black and red with, like, purple hue coming off of it, like, orb in, like, the very center of it that's, like, pulsing smaller and larger in the very center of the town.
I'm glad this is the last orb I'm gonna have to see. I hate these things.
That shit should not land every time.
That's too good.
Yeah, can we go check the orb out?
We don't need to look at the orb.
Don't touch it.
That orb, here's the thing. I love going deep. That orb, if you touch that orb, I don't know where you'll go. I don't know if you'll die, but, like, anyone that touches it, they're not here anymore.
This is classic orb.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Sometimes though, if you get real close to the orb, it feels like what I think would feel like if you're, like, being pulled into a black hole. And I got probably around, like, the closest I think I've gotten is probably around 50 or so space feet. And, like, it felt, you ever speedballed before? Oh boy, it's got nothing on this.
That was a bad time.
Barry's gonna walk closer to the orb.
You do. Give me a tune checks.
Why is it gotta be a tune?
Because
why can't it be scrap or scramble?
It's the way.
Why is it gotta be in something I got nothing in?
Can I also do it? Or
2.
how?
What do you mean 2?
2 or a 6. I got a 2.
You throw up. Like, you just throw up and you feel terrible. You feel like an immediate migraine, and you just, like, your body's nervous system is just going fly, fly, fly. Like, you and Barry's never wanting to turn away from it. You just feel awful and you just are vomiting.
You see that? That's orb sickness.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Don't go near the
Don't
orb.
they look like they're having a great time though? Like that that raw emotion. Don't
go near the orb.
Barry needs double the food now because all the throwing up. Also, wait, off camera. Am I confused?
Yes.
Are space feet different from normal feet? I forgot.
Our space feet?
You remember last?
What are we
episode?
talking about?
Because wasn't Space Miles and normal space days and
feet
normal?
years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
I got
were
what you
literally
meant. I got what you
talking
meant.
about
So,
space feet.
Space
and I was
miles,
like,
space miles and space feet, same distance.
Or
Yeah.
space days and normal days.
So the difference,
Years?
the issue there, the joke was that they lived on a planet. So
And it
normal
was-
to them was that it was very short.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Is it the same
No,
across?
this is-
Okay, got you. I was like, that's pretty far away to be throwing up from being near the orb. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Okay.
Every planet.
You
is
get closer
only
to it and see if you can hold it in.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't need this from you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a very genuine and sweet question.
Also, that's 100% staying in, isn't it?
Hey,
Yeah, this is staying in now,
Good.
baby. This is a good one. That's a good one right there.
Come here, little bunny.
I what? Hi, that's not good. Don't go near it.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I've seen this before.
How many people have you watched get near the orb and disappear?
I mean, here's the thing. Like the orb, I don't really hang out a lot in town. Stuff gets weird around here. But even like where we were, it's still pertinent enough to to feed off of. I mean, that's probably for sure the nexus of where this way energy is like coming out of. But you don't have to be at the top of the trough to still feed, if you know what I mean. And I got your memory, so I know your deal.
Oh, I know.
So, Ryan, how are you standing so close to
I've
it?
lost a few bets before.
It's because my body's loose enough to not throw up next to the
Yeah, you ever
orb.
hear about like somebody like drunk driving a spaceship, and then they're usually the one to get least hurt because their body's just like so they're so close to death, they're ready to give themselves up.
Oh, God. This place sucks.
I'm glad this is my last day with this crew.
I'm gonna do a line off the orb.
Don't touch the orb! Don't touch the orb!
Yeah, you definitely.
Well, Soraya's gone.
Part 2, second mutation.
And we're like, thanks, Sam.
Thank you. This has been so fun.
This has been so good. I was bringing the next cast member.
And that's
Incredible
a
to
wrap
meet
for
you.
Soraya.
God. They teleport you.
But there is, there. Here's the thing. Some people here, most of us we're just. I don't like the term, but we're wayheads. We're just kind of. I
Fair
sustain off of this. There are some weird little freaks going around. I'm part of the Radix, but there is another faction around here, and they kind of scavenge. The field mice. They're around. They might know.
Wild.
They might know, but here's the thing. They don't like to get down with the way, and they have like this weird resistance to it, and they have an aversion to it. So they won't like the tree stuff y'all got going, and they also won't like the fact that, like, they won't want to see the tree. I want to see the tree. I think the tree would be great.
So maybe we should send our non-tree friends to go talk to the field mice that get bopped on the head.
Normally happy to do it. At this moment, I'm afraid you'll touch the orb.
I'm definitely gonna touch the orb.
See, this is
we
we
can't
can't
leave you
leave
here
you.
to touch the orb.
We can't leave you with the orb.
I
don't want to touch the orb. I want to get to the tree.
We can't let them touch the orb.
Oh.
Well, I just want to say, in my equipment, I have spy gear marked. And can the spy gear just be like a bandit mask? Like,
You can just have a bandit mask. You don't have
I
to-
specifically, yeah,
Like this-
whatever it gives me to skulk or whatever.
It's nothing. You can just have it has nothing to do with your equipment. You can just have a bandit mask.
I fucking love the idea of Jet Set just looking like the Hamburglar.
I literally,
That's what I thought you meant.
Just
the
extra
eye
Robin
hole
Hood.
thing,
Yeah,
I was just expecting to hunch over, put on some old man glasses and a cape, and
Yeah.
you're Robin Hood at the archery contest.
You got it
Oh
on.
wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for a
Just
big
do
bag
archery
with a
Robin
money
Hood.
symbol on it.
Yes.
That's all I'm looking
Yes.
He's like, but once
So
again,
fucking
now
funny.
if you want, I can show you all how to connect to the way. It's real potent here. I mean, honestly, there's even robots around here that connect to it. I could show all of you how to do it. We could find, you can see a lot more whenever you're outside of your vessel. These, oh, what is this? Flesh. Ooh, this bones. Ooh, they got all the fluids in there. We don't need any of that when you're walking around free, baby. You ever been naked?
Outside.
You got
of your
nothing
vessel.
on walking around outside of your
Yeah,
vessel.
If
There's nothing like free balling.
there's so many of you, what do you eat?
Yeah, you said you sustain yourself on the way.
So
Are
that's
there-
the thing
You also
about
said there
the
was
Radix.
food here.
We're
So
ju-
that's the thing. I honestly very interesting to even have met you, because I thought when I was little they were like, oh, they died out. They're not necessarily.
Yeah, a lot of
like
us do that,
here.
but it's hard to
anymore.
find enough to sustain ourselves.
That's absolutely.
You're
But
right.
so they've evolved to higher forms of themselves,
Yeah.
so that they are able. They're like plants. You know how plants eat from the sun, and then they turn it into food.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
They're the plants that are eating from the sun the way and turning it into food.
Yeah, I can show you how to do it, but here's the downside. Well, I wouldn't say downside. It's great. The more you do it, the less you want things like food.
Well, the more
interaction.
you do, yeah.
You kind of become dependent, but it's great to be dependent on something.
You become dependent on it, and then you can't actually eat actual food anymore, and then you eat too much of it, and then you get burnt out.
Is that for anyone who studies away? They lose all their.
No, that's just kind of for us. But
because
that's
Soraya, I don't.
That's just people that eat the way.
But I'm saying, but here though,
okay,
there's so much
you're not
going
to eat it, right?
I can just keep sustaining.
It doesn't sound fun.
We're never running out.
I don't think you could have sex if you eat the way.
I love sex.
You can totally have sex with the way though, and we can.
Okay.
Have you ever had sex outside your vessel? Oh my God. You got all these parts right now that you got to know. Like sometimes it feels good, sometimes it doesn't. Everything's feeling great when you're outside the vessel. Ugh. I wish I didn't have to have this dumb anchor, you know?
Is it bad to be in a vessel?
No.
Is it better to be outside
No,
of a
it's
vessel?
not.
It's better.
It's
It's for
not.
sure better to be outside of a
It's
vessel.
neither or, darling. It's whatever you feel. It's relative.
I'm not having any realizations.
Good. You shouldn't have to. You're perfect the way you are.
Drug it on through.
Plus, also on top
I'm
of
the
that,
face
if
value?
you didn't,
I'm the only
if you
one that
weren't
exists.
able, you wouldn't have a wife and child.
I'm real.
You are real. We are both very real.
Yeah. Anyway, so once again, if I can show y'all how to do it. If you want some food, there's a lot of stuff you can do. We can try to find. I can also just show you how to leave your vessel. You don't have to. You don't have to really ingest the way, but if you want, I can show you how to do more of a.
Well, you were kind of concerned that we were going to mess with your vessel. So can just anyone mess with your vessel if you're out of it?
You're so vulnerable. But that's
I'm not doing
it's
that.
kind of like that's why you stay outside of the city when you're connecting, because you're really just. And here's the thing: if you're outside of your vessel, somebody can take your essence from your vessel if you're not connected to it, and they can just take over your body, and then you don't got a vessel and you're untethered.
I've never
sounds
met
horrible.
a vessel that's not vulnerable to one of these babies. Pulls up both guns.
It's like, all right, yeah. I mean, you could just kill a vessel, then they would just die with it. But if somebody takes over your vessel, you're just untethered because you don't have an anchor to you, and you can't connect back, and you kind of just get lost in the sea of darkness. That's scary but tempting.
Depending on who you ask, there's not many vessels that could withstand these babies either. And she starts shimmying.
You fully tricked me. I was like, that was the last thing I thought was like.
Now we're cooking with some chicken tits. Here we go.
The level of internal vulnerability that I had toward you, I was like, this is
I'm
what a
opening up.
beautiful moment.
I'm giving myself to this role play moment.
Gorgeous.
Oh no, my castmate is shaking their tits at me.
And this is why you play in person.
That's right. That's the only
Yeah.
only way to be.
It's time for an ad break, everybody. And who better to give you an ad than our very own Sayra? You'll never guess what it's about, but you don't have to because you're going to hear about it now.
It's Saturday morning cartoons, folks, and you know what time it is. Inappropriate ad breaks. Today's special is for Soraya's tits. That's it. Just her tits. They're big, they're round, and if you're lucky, she might let you put your mouth on them for the right price. So come on down and ask your parents to cough up the dough so you can put your mouth on them. You can't get them in stores, so it's on a first come, first served basis. Pun intended. Soraya's tits. The best and perkiest in the galaxy. In your mom's mouth near you today.
Who doesn't love a good ad break? Especially one about boobs. That's right, everybody. This show is sponsored by Soraya's Tits. So let's get back to the episode as the crew keeps asking questions they don't really need the answers to complete this mission. But they'll keep asking them for the next 15 or so minutes until the episode ends.
Okay,
so we just have to stay away from the field mice, you said?
No, I'm saying that they might have.
We need to go
they
find the
might
field
have
mice.
things like food
That's
and
the last thing
fuel.
we
and
We need to
stuff
go
like
find the
that.
field
Yes.
mice. They have food.
Yeah, I'm with that. Also, you guys, I don't, want to be weird, but the orb, We aren't supposed to touch it, right?
I mean, I didn't say you're not supposed to touch it. I would say I don't know what happens even whenever I'm like outside of my vessel. I can't see where anyone goes, and they just kind of disappear. Right? But you can't sense them
I feel
anymore.
like
They're not
empty
there.
town orb that makes you disappear probably.
If we were,
I'm not an orbologist.
If
I'm
we
just
were
a
all-
guy that likes to get high.
Right.
do you think if we were all holding
Hell
hands
yeah.
and one of us touched the orb, we'd all go together?
Oh, someone tried to do that. They did that. They've done a lot of things. A lot of people, they kind of just gave up on this area of the planet.
The trick with orbs is that the more you try to understand them, the worse they get.
Oh.
So can we just blow it up then?
You don't want to do anything to
you don't
an
wanna-
orb.
With the orb, it doesn't
I
really.
think you just want to let it orb out.
Yeah. I mean, you can try. I've not personally. There's a lot of people that have been trying to do stuff, and it's been probably like, I don't know, like 5-10 years, maybe more, since this whole settlement was like, just obliterated. People try to play this, and they kind of just, we can just get high anywhere.
I mean, we talked a lot about this orb, but not very much about cheese or meat or bread.
Once again.
Which way are the field mice?
Yeah, how do we find that? Also, what happened to the people that were holding hands and touched the orbs?
They disappeared.
Oh, right. Okay.
You okay?
Got you.
I'm just thinking about the number of characters to whom we have stalled for a full hour and then had somebody in this group be like, so when are we going to go to the person?
Why are you holding this up?
Yeah.
It's
You're
always-
Ask all the right questions.
you're doing a lot of orb talk when.
because we always win the encounter or whatever and then just keep going. It's so good. Just you saying that was so funny. Like, come on.
Where are they?
Plot. Now.
Yeah.
Plot now.
No, I mean, the orb is cool. It's no tree, but it's fun.
I gotta be honest. Before this, I thought orb was great. Now, tree sounds pretty good.
Well, if we can find food and fuel, we'll take you to the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
I also would like to
protect. Okay,
get
watch
fuel
my
to get
vessel.
back.
Watch my vessel. I'm gonna go find some field mice. They're resistant to the the way, but you can still kind of sneak them around. But don't. As soon as I go, people are gonna try to kill me as soon as I leave, because once they want to take all this sweetness that is this little body and all the way energy that I have, and if we gotta come up with a code word. So because if I come back and I don't know the code words, that's somebody else in my vessel, and that means that I am gone, and I can't get to the tree.
How do we know if anyone's watching us right now? Who would learn the code word? Who's waiting to steal your body?
I mean, everybody, anyone around.
So we're surrounded
here.
by ghost people who can hear us talking.
Oh yeah, this is probably not a foolproof system.
Okay.
But I'm willing to do it to get to the tree, because the more I think about the tree, the more I do want to.
I promise to protect your body if I can stick something in your nose.
I'm going to tell you the code in your head.
Okay, got it.
Yes. We share memories.
We're good.
So I'm just going to ask you a question.
That's actually
That was the
really
best
good.
way.
That's
very
really
true.
good.
Yeah.
I got the odd years. Don't ask me anything from the even, but I got the odd years.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
But also we have this backup
Yes.
secret.
Yes.
We're perfect. I cannot wait for us to all become trees. This
This is going to be great.
This is gonna be great.
Can we
This is
make like a
really
tree and move this along?
Yeah.
Once again,
Come on, out of your body. Out of your body.
they don't come in breaks for nothing, and then his body just kind of falls limp on the ground and just like falls back.
I'm going to stick a small rock in his nostril.
Oh, no. Fella. He's
Yeah,
like
you
astral
just
projecting
you
out the body.
You stick a small little rock.
I take the rock out of his nostril. 'Cause
Somebody.
if you don't,
I got my
then
guns out and I'm
Rock
looking
Boy
around.
is gonna think it's okay to start putting rocks in orifices.
Yeah.
Rock Boy's not here.
But
Rock
if
Boy's
he
right
sees
there, baby.
that,
Hey.
Well, this guy's not coming back with us.
I pulled
We're
out
not
both of
going to
my
the tree.
both of my laser pistols and I'm rotating around the body like who's out
Somebody,
there?
and y'all can choose whom. Give me an attune check, and do keep in mind, you can help each other out as well.
I have
Not
a pip and a tune.
I think you're the only one that does.
I have one Pippin.
Oh, you both do. Okay, great. Then one
We
of you.
have nothing.
So yeah,
That makes perfect sense
So
for the plot.
Jet Set can help
We don't
you,
believe
so
in it,
you
they
can
do.
get 2 dice
Okay.
for attune.
Except that I can scientifically definitely see it, but I don't believe in it.
Barry just doesn't believe in anything.
6 and a 1.
So yeah, you go into you're checking the mode, and you for sure you nobody really can see what Sayra is reaching out for, but Sayra, you see like a spirit trying to come in and take over the vessel of breaks, and like you are able to like grab them and like hold and restrain them, and like as you're like holding them by the throat, you hear like from like behind some bushes like a vessel like.
I'm gonna shoot it.
You can't hear it.
No,
wait, that's audible.
Oh,
you're choking the spirit. The body that it's connected to is like getting choked, and so
okay.
Sharn would hear it and just immediately boom, and then like you just see like this spirit in front of you just kind of like disintegrates as like a dead body just falls out from behind the bush.
One down.
I loot it.
Good job.
I
figure there's nothing.
There's nothing. This is a bunch of. You ever been to a crack house?
Yes.
Well,
What?
Yeah. Whatever they got on them. Yes.
I take his sandals.
You get a pair of jeans.
But I switch them with the other man's.
So you just wait. So you take this dead dude's sandals and then put them on Break's body?
Yes, I do.
Are space feet normal?
Yeah.
Does everybody in this town wear the same size shoe because they're in space? Space feet.
Space
Space feet are all the same size.
Let's say I think that Breaks has a little bigger feet than this other guy.
it's not gonna be
So now
comfortable.
his toes are like
Yeah,
this.
his toes
over
are just
the-
kind of.
Well, yeah, I feel like they're like Birkenstocks or some like hippie sandals, so his
but
toes are just hanging out.
After like everybody, you can sense, Sayra, that there was like other travelers trying to take over this vessel. But once they saw this, what they believe an expert team up of Sayra like grabbing that and like Sharn shooting this vessel, nobody's fucking with Breaks. So y'all are able to. It's probably like 20 space minutes until
6 years later.
Until and then Breaks come back in his body and he goes. When we were 11, we laughed so hard, we shit a little.
I'm so sorry.
That sounds right. Okay.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay.
You know how hard you have to laugh to shit a little bit?
It was
Or
very
how bad your stomach has to hurt.
Hilarious.
Right.
It was very funny.
No one said it was solid.
It was
Yeah.
around.
There's
Here's-
no way it was solid
Here's the thing.
if that's
we
the
only
case.
shit a
A
little.
little bit.
It was just like we kept laughing and it was like, it did make me laugh a little harder, which was harder to hold in the shit. I mean, this is. That's
a lot
some
of
good room.
information.
I'm feeling great.
Come on.
Anyways, I found some field mice for you. They're a little bit outside of town. They're in a scavenge run. I don't really know how you can convince them. They don't like me. They can. I got the gaunt eyes. They can tell that I'm just. They say you're a drug addict. I'm like, yeah. And then they just. So that's kind of my interaction with them. So if y'all want to go, try to do, I'll stay back. Actually, if you want, I do know a thing or two about ships. I might be able to help you fix up the other ship, the little shuttle you came in on, because that was.
We need a thing or a lot.
You can't go in there without one of us.
Well, no,
It's bio-locked.
I got. Look, and then like his left eye is starting to look like Jet's. He goes, no, we got that.
He can get in our ship.
But no, I'm letting you know. I want to go to the tree, so I'm going to go help you fix your ship while y'all are going
But
with the field
if
mice.
you
Then
have his
after
memories,
the
you know where the
tree,
tree
then-
is.
I don't know where the tree is.
No, he's only got the odd years. This is an even year.
Yeah.
Jet
Wait,
is
how old are you, Jet
32.
Set? Is it an even year?
It is an even year.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I
Good.
didn't write an age now. That was fine.
Yeah, no, that is. But I want y'all to come to the tree too, so you can look at it. and we can all be trees. Doesn't that sound great?
I really want that.
You want to be a tree?
I do.
Tree.
Definitely want
It sounds great.
See, Robot wants to be a tree. You got like these antlers practically like bark already.
They're antlers. They're not bark.
I'm just saying, it's like it.
It'll be
And
a really
this
pretty
is a
tree.
rabbit. It's not a dog.
I didn't say it was a dog.
Nobody here is barking.
Oh, I see what you did. That's good. I like that. I like this guy.
We're the field mice.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Anyways, so they're over here. You go about 30 space yards that way. You probably want to hurry up. They're doing a little scavenge run. You can try to convince them to help you. Just don't tell them you're anything with the way. I'm gonna go skedaddle over to the shuttle. I'm gonna try to fix it up. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna go to that tree. We're gonna have a great time. We're all gonna be part of the tree. We're gonna be. Oh, I can't not wait. This is ooh. I thought I was just gonna be here forever, but now I found a greater purpose.
Yes.
Serving the
Clark.
tree.
Yes.
Sharn.
And when we return, We can celebrate the end of my last day.
Mm-hmm.
We have a cake.
We'll have a retirement drink.
Yeah, because you can become a tree.
Oh, no. I'm moving on from this place, this job, these people. I'm going back to my daughter. I'm gonna be there for her 11th year. If she laughs so hard she shits herself, I'm gonna be there for her. I'm not gonna miss important moments like that.
She laughs so hard she takes
Yes.
I missed her.
Be there for that.
I missed her first words.
And
I
her
missed her
first
first
laugh
steps, but I won't miss her first shit laugh.
Honey, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Did she laugh so hard? Oh no, I missed the laugh shit. A father should be here. I gotta stop flying these ships.
I gotta stop working so much.
You gotta be here for the shit laugh.
Yeah. So Breaks, he heads back towards the shuttle, and y'all make your way over to the field mice where he had directed you. Look at that. The crew finally let Breaks do what he was trying to do, and he got them some help, and they're on the way to check out the field mice. What's going to happen next episode? Who knows? Except for me, the announcer, and the cast that already recorded this episode, and the editor, who's also the GM of the show, and not me. Those are separate people. Anyways, here's a little clip from episode 14, The Field Mice. Did you salvage this robot for us? Oh, that's going to...
Oh, no, this is my robot. Well, I mean, he thinks we're friends, so I say we're friends. And I look over at Shard and kind of wink.
You were facing practically towards me when you winked at your robot.
I gotta keep him.
Wink
keep him
has
happy.
activated receiving orders mode.
See?
Oh, okay.
He's
it's one of those facial expression robots.
because you don't want people to know when you want him to shoot.
Yeah, that's one of the older models. SS Batship is an actual play podcast produced by the Do You Validate Network using the Scum and Villainy system. Barry the Muscle is played by April Raygun. Clark the Mechanic is played by Caleb Zane Huett. Jet Set Radio, the Scoundrel, is played by Derick Marchel. Sayra the Speaker is played by Samm Starr. The show is GM'd and edited by Joel Ruiz. Opening track created by Matt Penchney, with additional music by People Need Goals, Pop No Tarts, Sarashu, and Zach Nichols. And let's not forget to thank our two executive producers, Andrew Harper and Brian G., as well as our two associate producers, Beerus and Luke Holt. And we just want to give a special shout out to our associate producer, Beerus. Thank you so much, Beerus. You've always been a big supporter of Do You Validate, especially for Oddity Roadshow and the Astonishing Adventures of the SS Batship. It is very cool of you to give us money. It is very cool of you to be fun to chat with in the Discord. It is very cool of you to do all the things that you do. Like one time, you said something that was good. We all know. You all heard it. That's right. Everyone heard it, and they were like, fuck yeah, Beerus. It was very cool of you to hit that person that you did that one time, or maybe didn't hit that person you did one time. Who knows what you do, because it's kind of your life and you get to do it privately. And I, the announcer, don't really know anything about Beerus, except for they're fucking chill as fuck and very awesome. So I hope everything's going well for you. I hope that you looked at a tree and thought, hey, what a cool tree. And if you don't like that tree, you can hit it with a car. I know we need more trees, but Beerus is an associate producer, so he kind of gets to do whatever he wants. So everybody, give money to Beerus so he can turn around and give it to us. And that's just called an economy right there, everybody. It's never ending, and as long as we don't have to do any work for it, we like it. So thank you so much, Beerus, for being an associate producer. If you want to have me talk about you at the end of this episode, go to patreon.com/doyouvalidate. Become either a bad shit baddie or an eternal baddie, and you will get a special shout out at the end of the episode. You want to give us even more money? You can become an associate producer or an executive producer of Do You Validate, and I'll talk about you on every single episode. So once again, thank you to everyone for their support via Patreon. We cannot wait to keep going because we will never stop creating things because of ADHD. So we'll see you all next week for the next episode. And just remember, Beerus can do whatever they want.
This is a Do You Validate podcast.